Hi, my name is Kristin. I'm the founder of Hoochy Booch Kombucha. So what is kombucha? Simply put, kombucha is fermented tea. It's made using green or black tea, sugar, and a bacterial culture. You add the culture to the sweet tea and allow it ferment anywhere from 10 to 21 days. Today I'm going to show you how to make it at home. Let's get started. So first you want to boil 2 cups of water. We've got our boiling water here and we're going to add it to our pot. Today we're using our organic black tea. We use black tea or green tea because it has caffeine and the culture needs caffeine to ferment. Try not to use any teas with oils or flavorings. You can keep that for the second ferment. So 15 minutes later and our tea is done steeping. We'll remove the tea bag. Give it a little squeeze. Just make sure not to burn your fingers and you can compost that later. Now we're gonna add our ½ cup of organic cane sugar. When it comes to the sugar in the kombucha, you really don't want to skip this part or add any weird sugars like coconut sugar, brown sugar, stevia. The culture isn't going to recognize it as food and you're not going to get a good product. It's important to remember that the sugar in kombucha is for the culture, not for you. So now that the sugar is dissolved, we'll now add it into our glass fermenting jar. This is a 2-liter jar we're using. You can see it doesn't fill it up that much. Now we're gonna add cold water. We're adding cold water to help speed up the cooling time, so you don't have to wait around. Now we'll add our bacterial culture and starter tea. This is the SCOBY. So a SCOBY is actually an acronym. It stands for Symbiotic Culture of Bacteria and Yeast. And this is starter tea. It's already brewed kombucha, and just like it sounds, it gets the tea started. I'm gonna add that in. And now with clean hands, we're gonna add our culture. And just pop it in nicely like that. Now we're gonna add our breathable cloth lid. You can think of the culture like a plant. It needs to breathe. And that's basically it. Now we're gonna store this in a warm, dark place for 10 days and then go check on it. This kombucha has been fermenting for 21 days and it's got a nice tart sourness to it. I prefer kombucha in the more sour range. If you prefer a sweeter sour kombucha, you can taste it at day 10 and it's probably going to be ready for you. The longer you let it ferment, the more sour it will become. Now we'll move on to bottling. This is called the second ferment and totally optional. So we're going to add our fermented kombucha into our 500 ml bottles. So the kombucha is ready to drink as is. You can seal it up and away you go. You can also try your hand at flavoring it. You can add fresh berries, slices of ginger, any type of citrus. This is really up to you. This is the fun part about making kombucha. So once you've added your flavor, or if you've decided not to flavor, you want to seal it up, and you can put it back in your warm, dark place for about 5 to 10 days to get a little bit of fizz. After that, you'll pop it in your fridge, and it's good for about 2 months unopened. I hope you learned how easy it is to brew kombucha at home. And while you wait 21 days, head on down to Palm Natural Market and grab a growler of our Hoochy Booch.